Good morning students, myself Jyoti Rathore, your English teacher, and children, here we are starting our third poem from our book Hornbill, and the name of the poem is The Voice of the Rain. Very nice and very interesting poem it is. So children, as I told you, when we are learning English, now because we are not learning maths or science, that type of subject I am not telling you, but if you are learning this language, so you have to feel the beauty of the nature. In this poem also, poet is feeling the beauty of the nature. Clear? The voice of the rain. Generally, rain is not talking, but this is the voice of poet. How the rain is talking according to poet. So, the poem Voice of the Rain is written by Walt Whitman, a great poet. It is a conversation between the poet and the rain. So, poet is talking with the rain. Now, can you imagine? People like me and you, we can't imagine, but he is poet. That is why he is imagining that I am talking with rain. Now, the rain explains its eternal journey in its birthplace, that is earth to poet. So, the journey of poem is, journey of this rain is discussed here by poet. This is picture of Walt Whitman. Now, let me tell you some of the things related with this poet. Walt Whitman, he was an American poet, essayist and generalist. So, other than poem, he was very much interested in essays also as well as general also. Clear? So, he was essayist and generalist. A humanist, he was a part of transition between transcendentalism and realism. Clear? Between these two thinking, he has to think. Incorporating both views in his work, Whitman is among the most influential poet in America canon, often called the father of free verse. So, this free verse, when higher level English, like in MA when you go, suppose you are taking literature as a subject, so that time you understood better that what is this free verse. This time I am not telling you what is this free verse. Now, he was born on 31st of May 1819 and he was died on 26 March 1892, and these are the areas. Clear? Poems written by this person: Leaves of Grass, Song of Myself, O Captain, My Captain, and many more poems he has written. But these are some of the famous poems. Awards: Golden Kite Award for Picture Book Illustration. So, he has got this great award. So, this is all about our poet. Now, summary I am going to tell you. The poet asks the soft falling shower, "Who are you?" To which she replies that she is the poem of the earth. The beginning line of our poem, that is, ask a question to the rain, and rain is asking that who I am the poem of this earth. It is a strange thing for the rain to reply to the poet. Clear? But rain is confused that how I am replying this poet. The rain told the poet that she cannot be touched as she rises in the form of water vapor in the sky from land and bottomless sea. This is all about our process. Clear? Like the how the vapors are formed in sky. From the sea, the water vapors are going up, the clouds are formed, and again the rain is coming. That whole water cycle is discussed in our poem. It changes its shape, yet it remains the same. The vapor changes into clouds due to condensation. Okay. It falls back on the surface of the earth to provide water to the drought prone areas and beautifying and purifying the earth. And again rain is telling, when again I come back, I have to wash this drought. Clear? And then it provides life to the seed inside the earth and help them grow. And even rain is telling, I help the seeds also, unborn seeds. As I come, they simply come out from earth. The rain doesn't care if anybody bother about the deeds or not. She completes her work and come back home. Clear? She is telling, I am not minding if anybody is thinking that what I have done, but my work is there. I just come down on the earth and I just went back to the sky. The poet also compared the rain with the song as both share a common journey. The song also same thing. So, poet is sharing. Now, this I will explain you when I will going to tell you the extract of the poem. The song originates from the heart of the singer, travel across to fulfill the aim and come back with the love for the singer. Okay. So, same comparison is done over here, as song is sung by the singer, and in the same way the rain is there for the people. Now, let me start the poem. And who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated. The very first line, who art thou, that is, you are whose art. This is a question asked by poet to whom? To the soft falling shower, to this rain. And rain is telling this is very strange, but rain is answering, and this is, I am the poem of the earth. And rain is telling what? I am the poem of this earth. Said the voice of the rain, eternal I rise impalpable out of land and bottomless sea. From this sea which is bottomless and from this land I am just coming out. These are the meaning of some tough words. Thou, that is you, this is old English word. Eternal, which is never ending. Impalpable, which cannot be described, and this is the meaning. In the above line, the poet asks the soft falling shower, who are you? To which the rain replied in a strange way to the straight manner. The rain said, it was the poem of the earth, and it rose continuously from the land and bottomless ocean in the form of vapor. So, rain is answering that how I just come back in the form of this vapor, and from the land area I come back and I am soft falling shower. Now, next extract. Upward to heaven whence vaguely form altogether change and yet the same. I descend to leave the drought, atomies, dust layer of the globe, and all that in the poem without me were seeds only latent unborn. So, this next line, upward to heaven, clear? Towards heaven, whence vaguely form. So, as I formed there in heaven area in the form of clouds, altogether change and yet the same. I descend to leave the drought, atomies and dust layer of the globe. So, from that area, from that heaven, as I come to this earth, why I come? Because I have to leave the drought. No? The drought areas that I have to fulfill with water, the atomies are there, the dust particles are there of this earth. So, I have to wash all those things. That is why I come to this earth. And all that in them without me were seeds only latent unborn. And for those unborn seeds also I come. These are the meaning. Whence, again this is an old English, that is when. Vaguely, which is not clearly, descend, come down, lave and atomies. These are the hard meanings. That is also written for you children only, no? That you understood the meaning clearly. Now, the meaning of this one. The rain tells the poet that it rises upward towards the sky in the form of vapor when it changes its form. Okay, I am telling you this water cycle process. You all know, you have read it in 7th standard, 8th standard science, how these water vapors are formed. It also says that although its form get changed, it still remain the same. The form is changed, that time in the form of cloud, but as coming to the earth in the form of rain. The rain comes down to wash the drought and provide water. This is the reason why rain is telling why I have to come to this earth. And also washes away the dust and small particle from the earth's surface. This drought area, the small particle, dust particle, everything I just want to wash. And the seeds inside the earth grow into planet because of the water vapor provided by the rain. It also gives life to the seeds, and this unborn seeds also I want to give life. These are different reasons. In the voice of rain, rain is answering all those things. Then these are our next line. The rain says that day by day it provides life, care, enrichment and water to the place from its originated. Okay, this is first line. And forever by day and night I give life to my own origin. My own origin in the sense how the rain is originated in the form of river, in the form of ocean, in the form of pond. These are the origin. So, rain is telling to fulfill my own origin, I am here, and make pure and beautify it. So, to make all those things very pure and very beautiful, I have to come. Then the rain keep enhancing the beauty and purity of earth by preparing a life cycle for itself again. Okay, to create beauty among those areas, I am here. Now, in our next line, for song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, recon and unrecon, duly with love return. These lines are written in bracket, which means the rain is like a song that originates from its birthplace, just like the heart of the singer. No? Usually when we see singers, singers are not common people, they are something different. Okay? So from their heart they are singing a song. In the same way, the rain is telling, I am like a song that originates from its birthplace, just like the heart of a singer. So the comparison is done between the song and the rain. And travel to fulfill the earth needs and wonders. So rain is telling, I am also traveling everywhere. In the same way, song is also traveling everywhere. Okay. Now, and finally come back to the place from where it's originated. Okay. Again, the rain also come back to its origin. In the same way, the song also come back to the origin. Whether it is ruined or not, it returned to original position with lots of love to its birthplace. Definitely everybody praises rain, because everybody likes rain. In the same way, song is also liked by everybody. So the rain is telling that with lot of love to its birthplace. Okay. Now, some of the hard words are written for you, reckoned and unreckoned, duly with love return. So reckoned and unreckoned means it is whether care for or not care for. Usually when things are for granted, like when we are getting the things into our hands easily, so we are not admiring those things. But rain is telling, either somebody reckoned me or unreckoned me. Anybody cares for me or not caring for me, then also it does not affect the rain to the poet if someone listen to the rain or not. Okay. Poet is telling, if anybody is listening to rain or not, I am not caring, but this is the voice of the rain which I am answering in this form. Okay, so this is all about our that paragraph. Now children, this is altogether our poem. Now I am telling you some of the literary devices which are used in the poem. After every poem, see children, I am telling you about these devices, because very important part of our poetry section. So first one is personification. Now you understood very easily where personification is used, because rain can't talk, but rain is talking here. So personification. The poet used a non-living thing as a living thing in the poem, like I am the poem of the earth. Very first line of our poem. I am the poem of the earth. This is the voice of the rain. Now rain can't talk, but in our poem rain is talking. So personification is used. Metaphor, an indirect comparison between the qualities of different things. I am the poem of the earth, rain is being compared to a poem. No? Then two non-living things are compared here. No? It is telling I am the poem of the earth, rain is what? Rain is simply like a poem. Then hyperbole, exaggerated statement, like this bottomless sea. All of us we know that sea is bottomless, but it is telling that bottomless sea. So this word bottomless, this is something extra for this sea. So here hyperbole is used. Then imaginary, visual description of something, soft falling shower. Definitely imaginary means imagination, we have to imagination, poet's imagination here. When poet is telling soft falling shower, definitely we also imagining, wow, what a rain it is. Now that imagination comes into our mind. So children, these are different kind of poetic devices, literary devices which are used over here. So altogether children, this is our poem, and I am simply very happy that most of you have done nice in your first exam. Now please children, in your second paper also just try to do well. Okay. Up to that much portion, clear, like this voice of the rain would not be included, but up to our last chapter, whatever we have done, that would be your portion for exams. Okay. So thank you all of you.